Welcome back to Fox 43 AM Live. Join us now is Julie Scott with Child Care Aware of Eastern Kansas. Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, the weather is finally nice to go outside and play again.
Finally, yes. Spring is here.
Finally, yes.
Yay!
But we still have to be careful.
Yes.
Now we're heading into the spring and summer months. What should we be looking out for, Julie?
Well, everybody go outside, have some fun, but we need to be safe, especially with our kids.
Yes.
Number one, sunscreen.
Okay. Well, for kids and adults, really.
Kids and adults. And did you know that most of your skin damage happens when you're a child?
I'm not surprised about that.
That's when they're most susceptible. But it's a little bit different with kids than it is with adults, especially with babies. If you take your child outside, let's try to keep them in the shade.
Oh, yeah.
Cover their skin, lightweight clothing. That's always great. Get a brim hat. But if sun exposure is unavoidable, sunscreen on hands and face can be okay, but always make sure you're picking the right sunscreen with your pediatrician first.
Of course, yes. And then for older kids.
Older kids.
Sunscreen, I know. What are we looking at? SPF 30 at least?
30 at least, and that's for all skin types. No one is immune to a sunburn for sure. And make sure you're reading the directions, because sometimes you might need to wait 30 minutes before you go in the pool. Don't spray it right when you get there. Some you might need to reapply within a couple hours, some longer, and always make sure you wash your hands if you help your child put on sunscreen, because if you think about it, you help your kid put on sunscreen, and then what are you doing? Packing lunch?
Yeah, that's true.
You don't want to get, their sandwich does not need SPF 30.
No, not at all. Okay, good things to keep an eye on. And any other general sun protection?
Well, obviously keeping yourself covered, and when you're looking at sunscreen, try to avoid the sunscreen bug spray combo. That really isn't very effective. It's really smart to go and find some bug spray that's by itself. Avoid those wristband bug repellents.
So hip, though, Julie.
I know, it's so easy to just put on a wristband, and those ultraviolet ray bug repellents, they don't really work very well. They're not proven to be effective. And remember that bug repellent prevents bugs from coming to you. It doesn't kill them, and you don't need to oversaturate yourself with the bug spray.
Okay, so we're talking, I guess, just sprays.
Yes, you don't need to do a lot. Sprays, lotions, all those types of things, but those wristbands, they're just not really effective.
Stick to something that we know does work.
Right.
Yes. Okay. I think that's what it seems like a lot of safety measures out there. If we know it's effective.
Tried and true.
Yes, tried and true. Exactly. And now also we talked about a little bit of sunburns, but what about just heat safety itself? Definitely.
So children are very high risk for heat exhaustion. There's heat cramps, there's heat stroke. You just need to really make sure you're paying attention to if they're hydrated, how much time they're staying in the sun, making sure you're avoiding those high peak times
right here. Yes, we have the heat index up right now.
Between 10 and 4 is when you're at most risk during the day of sun exposure and UV rays, and you really need to think about the temperatures, and this chart here is used all over the country to know when it's safe to go outside and when you can get that excuse, oh, sorry, it's really hot outside. I don't want to take my kids out. So you can use me and this guide as your excuse to get out of those plans you didn't want to anyway.
I don't need to go to that lunch picnic.
Right. I think we'll stay home, but just really making sure that you're being smart with sunscreen, bug spray, and hydration. And water is not the only way to stay hydrated. There's so many foods out there that kids will just go crazy for. Grapes, watermelon, cantaloupe, strawberries, throw those in a bowl, go to town. Cucumbers are amazing. Vitamins, water, you're good to go. I always send my son to summer camp with a bag of cucumbers, and he is A-okay with that.
Ooh, okay. You know, Augie's loving some fruit so far, so I'm definitely throw him a bag of at the very least grapes.
Right.
I'm a grape fan myself.
Make sure you cut those up though for him.
Yes, yeah.
We got to stay safe.
You got to stay safe, everybody. Cut up your foods for the little guys as well.
And we got a health and safety conference coming up in June for child care providers. So if you're a licensed child care provider, make sure you look out for that and have a fun full day of learning about more health and safety going on right now in the child care world.
Of course. How can people keep an eye out for that?
Well, it'll be on our website under our class and courses, and obviously we'll be posting it on all our social medias.
Fantastic. Well, Julie, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Thank you for helping keep us, like I said, safe and having some fun this summer.
Yeah, let's have fun in the sun.
Yes, let's have some fun in the sun. You don't want to get a sunburn or any kind of weird bug bite that's going to keep you inside for some boring days.
That's right.
All right, everybody. Thank you, Julie. Thank you for joining us this morning. And to learn more, you can head on over to east.ks.childcareware.org.